But first, President Biden announced his long-awaited student loan debt forgiveness plan on Wednesday. It will cancel $10,000 of student debt for borrowers making less than $125,000 a year. Those who receive Pell Grants are also eligible for another $10,000, so they could get up to $20,000 total in relief. The plan also extends the pause on federal loan payments through the end of the year. President Biden said the move is about opportunity and giving people a fair shot.
People can finally crawl out from under that mountain of debt, to get on top of their rent and their utilities, to finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business.
The White House estimates that the plan could completely erase the federal student debt of about 20 million people. For more on this, I am joined by Ayelet Sheffey. She's a senior economic policy reporter at Business Insider. Ayelet, let's start with I know you've been doing some reporting since this has been announced. What are you hearing about borrowers, those with student debt? How much of an impact is this going to have?
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, this could be up to $20,000 of student loan relief for those with Pell Grants and for other borrowers up to $10,000 in relief for them. What I've heard from a slew of borrowers is for some who have over, six figures in student debt, this will hardly make a dent for them. But for a large portion of borrowers, this is really significant. It could cut their balances in half, even wipe it out completely. And a lot of borrowers are feeling relief and a lot of anticipation of what's to come in terms of further details on applying for that relief and who might be eligible.
And how is this going to be implemented by the White House?
So there are two ways that we will be hearing more from the Education Department in the coming weeks. For approximately 8 million borrowers, this relief will be automatic. So for the borrowers in which the Education Department has their income information readily available, those borrowers will see the relief to their accounts automatically. For others, they will have to self-certify their income through an application that will likely be made available in the coming weeks. We do not yet have a timeline for that, but the Education Department has affirmed that application will be available before student loan payments are set to resume early next year.
Now we get to the price tag question. So some of the people who are praising President Biden and Democrats for passing the Inflation Reduction Act are now saying you're going to blow a hole in the deficit with this move on student loans. So how is the White House saying they're going to pay for this, and how will that then affect taxpayers?
Right. So there have been a couple different estimates over the past few weeks on how this will affect the deficit and taxpayers. We had a report from the Penn Wharton budget model that this will probably cost around $300 billion this year. But the White House has affirmed that this is something that they can afford to implement. This is debt that has already been allocated. So they believe that this is an expense that they can afford to take on. However, there are a lot of critics of this broad student loan forgiveness plan who argue that this will exacerbate already high levels of inflation. But at this point, since the relief has not yet been implemented, it does remain to be seen what exactly the inflationary impacts will be. But the department has affirmed it will take actions to protect taxpayers, such as collecting debt from institutions that are accountable for causing this debt to spiral for so many borrowers.
Which gets to the larger question of affordability of college. One of the other criticisms is that all this does is it's quite important for those people who get the relief, but it does nothing. And in fact, some critics argue it will in fact encourage prices to go up from college. So what does the White House say about the overall rate of inflation of the cost of college and how this might affect that?
Right. So this really couples in with the permanent policies that the White House is planning to implement down the road, such as free community college, bolstering the Pell Grant, and taking other measures that will be permanent relief for borrowers down the road, as to ensure that student loan forgiveness is not necessary for years to come. And they have messaged that this is a one-time relief. So it really warrants further policy that will ensure that the cost does not skyrocket. And Biden has affirmed himself that, ensuring free community college, strengthening the Pell Grant are things that he will do his best to implement to ensure that the cost of college does not continue to skyrocket.
And finally, very briefly, Ayelet, when President Biden was asked, do you think this is fair to those who have either not taken out loans and paid for college or those who have, in fact, taken out loans and repaid them, what was his response?
So his response was, what do you say to these big corporations that are getting these tax cuts? This was a pretty expected response from Biden. He has been really hard on these corporations and these big earners that have been trying to not pay the taxes that they might owe. So and that really plays into the larger fairness argument that a lot of Republicans have been using, that this is unfair, whereas on the other side, people are saying, this is just really in the best interest for all borrowers out there right now.
All right, Ayelet Sheffey in Washington, thank you so much for being with us.